Ladies, gentlemen, and genetic anomalies, what is poppin'? What's happening? I am not a newbie. We are live. We're going to be talking about a whole lot of interesting topics today, hopefully. I do only have about an hour to get through all of the topics that I have on deck, but hopefully there'll be enough time to get through at least some of the more juicy subjects we'll be talking about. We're talking about a lot of trending stories that are happening, and some older stories as well. There were some older stories that I think I've mentioned this before. I had a bunch of show prep for a stream a week or two back that I didn't have the time to get to. So this week I've been trying to crank through all of those stream topics. Hopefully I get through at least half, if not more, of those today. And if I have time, I plan on doing another stream tomorrow where I wrap all the other items in a neat little bow. And then we'll be able to talk about, newer stories. But they're still interesting. Hold on, let me see here. Okay, there we go. All right, nice. Sorry, I just got a message in the Discord. But by the way, if you want to join the Discord, feel free. The link is literally on the screen. But I take like reaction requests and things. There were a couple people in my Discord who they had made some videos. They sent them my way for me to react to them, and I did. So if you guys have something that you want me to react to, join the Discord. I'll have to do an auto confirm thing, give you rights to send a message. And then from there, yeah, I'll look at it, I'll take a glance at it, and if I think it's something that'll make for good content, I'll react to it on the stream. But I always take your guys' feedback on the things you want me to cover and react to, except like YTPs. YTPs like a little bit of a bridge too far. I don't like reacting to YTPs. But most things, if you send them my way, I will react to them on stream. But yeah, we've got the whole Imane Khelif controversy with the Olympics. We'll be talking about that. The whole Kamala Harris, those people are weird thing. We'll be talking about that as well. What else? Oh, I'll be talking about Ludwig and his whole take about, what was it? He had some take about commentary drama being dark or something. I'll be talking about whether or not certain YouTubers are quitting YouTube. I thought that was a very interesting subject to explore. That would be a very fascinating subject to explore as well. There are a whole lot of things I plan on tackling. Hold on, let me just pull this up here. Okay, perfect. All right, but the first thing I want to tackle is the Imane Khelif thing, because it really is sort of the more trending of the topics that I have here on deck, and because there are a lot of right-wingers who I feel like are spreading misinformation on this story. So I do want to set the record as straight as possible. As possible. Which is going to be tough considering the fact that there is a limited amount of public information kind of backing up the claims on both sides of this argument. But let me first of all start this off by setting the scene. So there was one boxing match in the Olympics of 2024 that garnered a lot of controversy. And I could, go off about it and give you the backstory, or I could actually show you the full clip of the fight, because a lot of people have been talking about this, but they haven't really been sharing the full unedited clip of the fight. So here is the fight. This fight was between Angela Carini and Imane Khelif, and I'm sure this extremely biased title in this YouTube video is going to insinuate. Yeah, there are some reasons why this might have been a little bit controversial. Didn't see or know any backstory beyond about what's happening here, you would have been very surprised to see the fight called so quickly. Even I was because I've seen some edited clips and we're ooh, Imane really got her with that hit, but I didn't really see any massive blows. It really just seems like Angela Carini was losing at this point in the fight. From the outside looking in, if you're just looking at this unedited segment in isolation. I wish there was a translation of what Angela Carini was saying here. It's not really easy to tell what exactly she's saying here to her. Actually looks confused. Like, kind of like, I guess I won. I guess, like, I guess it's over already. This was quick. This is not what I expected. Like, that's kind of like the reaction that the vibe that I'm getting off of her response here.
Referee calls.
Yeah, like that glance, looking around, like entirety of the fight. That this was like both the the fight and the initial reaction. People were talking about her breaking down and crying. That segment includes the entirety of that fight, and as I'm sure you could tell from the title of this video, right here that I'm playing, calling Imane Khelif a male, the controversy stems from claims that Imane Khelif is actually a man, but is a not actually a woman, but is a trans woman, and is therefore kind of like using that as an excuse to just run around as a man, boxing and beating up women. That's kind of like the claims that we've sort of seen from a lot of people. Now, those people are not entirely on their own when it comes to this. So the international, actually, hold on, let me pull this up here because I'm pretty sure it was in here. Yeah. So the International Boxing Association had claimed that through a DNA test, Imane Khelif has XY chromosomes. Right? It says here, International Boxing Association Russian President Umar Kremlev claimed that DNA test results showed the two athletes, one of which is Imane Khelif, showed the two athletes have XY chromosomes, but the results were never published. Now, there's also another layer of controversy where apparently, and I haven't dug into this, this might be true, this might not be true, but apparently Imane Khelif was allowed to fight as a woman by the International Boxing Association until she defeated a Russian boxer. They were like, whoa, that's a bridge too far. And then she was found to have XY chromosomes. Apparently, those are the claims, anyways. There also was this here from a separate organization. So different organization, different source here. Therefore, let's see here. The World Boxing Organization has come out and claimed that Imane Khelif is actually a male. So it says here, it says, so here's the quote from Istvan Kovacs, the European vice president of the World Boxing Organization. Here's the quote: "The problem was not with the level of Khelif's testosterone, but that can be adjusted now, because that can be adjusted nowadays, but with the result of the gender test, which clearly revealed that the Algerian boxer is biologically male." So we have two sources here claiming that Imane Khelif is actually male. So, I mean, it seems, you got two sources saying that Imane Khelif is male, meaning that she's a man. So, is this necessarily true? Well, we've also got this here from her father, claiming that the daughter is actually female.
His daughter is in the middle of one of the ugliest Olympics controversies of recent times. But Amir Khelif from Algeria insists his daughter is a champion. On the 1st of August, Italy's Angela Carini threw in the towel after only 46 seconds.
I wish I was able to find an unedited version of the interview. Because Imane Khelif is the champion of Algeria, and thank God having such a daughter is honorable because she's a champion. She honored me. She honored me. And I encourage her, and I hope she will get the medal in Paris. We want her to win that medal with the Algerian flag. The attacks against her are immoral. It is not fair. Imane is a little girl that has loved sport since she was 6 years old. She used to play football. So the father claims that Imane is actually female and not male at all. I don't know if there's anything here in the way of backing this up or proof or old childhood pictures or something like that. But that's the claim for the father. So there's some dispute here, because we've also got some people saying that Imane Khelif is a cisgender woman or whatever. Now, The general consensus seems to be that, and kind of this does make sense considering the fact that, we have two people basically saying, whoa, we found that she had XY chromosome, so that makes this person a male, whatever. Well, the general consensus seems to be that she has something known as a DSD, which is known as differences in sex development. Now, this is actually somewhat similar to being intersex, by the way. So it's kind of like in the middle, not necessarily male, not 100% male, not 100% female. This is kind of this is from the Independent here. This is an explanation of what a DSD is. I've also heard some rumors that she has something called Swier's syndrome. I hope I'm saying it right, Swier's syndrome. But this is the Independent's general definition of a DSD. So it says here, the term differences in sex development, or DSD, is used to refer to a wide range of different scenarios, with the NHS describing it as a group of rare conditions involving genes, hormones, and reproductive organs, including genitals, which means a person's sex development is different from to most other people's. Individuals can either have sex chromosomes generally linked with being female, XX chromosomes, or generally associated with being a man, XY chromosomes, yet have reproductive organs and genitals that may look different. The NHS states that a person may have a woman also have testicles inside their body. Sometimes the testicles might not work properly. It has some people with a very rare type of DSD have both ovarian and testicular tissue, sometimes both one ovary and one testis. Their genitals may be female or male, or could look different from either. So you've got a situation where, and I think this honestly for a lot of people should have been expected to happen at some point. We've got a whole lot of fighters and a whole lot of athletes and people coming together from all across the world, and you've got a large number of them. So at some point, you are going to come across a situation where you've got someone who has a genetic anomaly. Is it 100% in like the biological male category, but isn't 100% in the biological female category? And I'm just going to go with the consensus here. So here for the sake of discussion, that Imane Khelif has a DSD, isn't necessarily male or isn't necessarily female. I completely understand if she has this DSD, which kind of was discovered by testing for like the testosterone and chromosomes and all of that. I understand why she would choose to present as female if she does have like what outwardly looks like female parts, making her female in her own eyes and in her family's eyes. It would make sense for her to identify as a female. But I think one thing that the right, when it comes to fighting for women's rights in sports, have not really taken the time to think about is, first of all, when it comes to these types of stories, is it actually true, right, that this person is trans, or is like a man masquerading as a woman so that she can beat up a woman on a stage in front of the whole world. But on top of that, I think that a lot of people haven't really taken into account, well, hold on, there are people with legitimate genetic anomalies out there. They're like intersex people with DSDs, various conditions that sort of kind of blur the lines between male and female, because things don't always happen the way that we might expect when someone is growing up as a fetus or whatever, is coming together before being born. And so this brings up a very important question, I think, that a lot of people have not been thinking about, which is, what do you do when you have a case of someone who doesn't necessarily fit into one category or the other? Should someone who is intersex, someone who has a DSD, be allowed to compete against or fight against women, especially when they have a high level of testosterone? That's a question that I think people really should be having right now. People should be having this discussion. They're not fighting over whether or not this person is cis or trans, whatever. Like, this is a legitimate question, because look, intersex people are out there. People with DSDs are out there. So there needs to be a solution for what to do when you come across another person like that. And I think a lot of people haven't really taken firm stances on that. I think that there really should be some sort of agreement as to like, hey, this is how we deal with this type of person, and how this is how this person is allowed to compete. And I think that there's not really a concrete answer to this. It can be tough when, you might have someone who has more testosterone than a woman who that might perhaps lead them to have skeletal structure or whatever, or muscle structure or whatever, that would give that person a biological advantage over women. But if you were to put that person in the men's category, that person's still not like, doesn't 100% fit inside the male category. So that person might actually have a genetic disadvantage when fighting against the men. So, what exactly do you do there? If you're going to be extremely cautious for the health of women, I think most people say, well, if you have a certain level of testosterone, just fight with the men. And it's a very easy and simplistic solution to this problem. I'm not going to pretend that I have all the answers here. I haven't even firmly established my own position on this. I just think this is a question that people should be having. But if people care the utmost about the health of female contestants, a fair position might be to say, hey, if you got a certain level of testosterone, just fight with the men, and that solves that problem. But I also understand that if you technically don't fit 100% within the male box or the female box, that you do get to choose what you identify as, and sort of which spaces you occupy, because it's not necessarily like you're some man invading a female space, because you're not 100% a male, right? Or you're not 100% a female. Like it goes both ways. So this is a very tricky conundrum, and actually, I would like to know your guys' thoughts on the comments and the live chat or whatever. What do you guys think should be the solution for what happens when you've got an intersex or person with a DSD wishing to compete with women? Should that person be allowed to compete with the women? Should that person be allowed to compete with the women with qualifiers or conditions, such as like having a certain threshold for testosterone? Like, what do you guys think the solution for this should be? One more thing I want to note before I bring this video to a close, though, is that the fact that Imane, Khelif's opponent here, I think, hold on, I had the name up here, right? Angela Carini, she withdrew after basically 1 to 2 minutes. Honestly, all of the other stuff in the political noise aside, I don't really like that Angela conceded in this fight. I think the problem is she decided to step into the ring. Because look, it was not breaking news that Khelif had some controversy surrounding her gender, because she had been denied the ability to fight on the world stages, I think dating back to at least 2022, if not earlier. And so, with this thing being something that was known for people who were tracking all of the Olympic athletes, like some people were actually trying to stir up some controversy because she was allowed to compete in the first place. With this something being known going into the fight, I think Angela Carini should not have gone up on that stage if she was not prepared to finish that fight. I think it's likely that she knew who Imane was, the controversies around the testosterone and all of that. And so to me, it's like, hey, look, if you're an Olympian, right? The one thing about the Olympians is that they train extremely hard and they never give up. Those are like the two things that basically are like the hallmarks for being an Olympian. Like if you look at it, the backstories of all the Olympians, that's the one thing that they all have in common. And I think she sort of proved herself to be the exception to the rule here, because she went up on the stage and said, you know what, I quit. I got hit too hard in the nose. Like that's literally what she did. And regardless of whether or not Imane Khelif is a male, let's say Imane Khelif is a male, right? And just for the sake of argument here, even so, you don't go up on that stage if you're not prepared to finish the fight. I think that even if she went on and if she went up there and she regretted it while the fight was taking place, she should have finished. She shouldn't have just conceded and thrown her chance at winning the gold away. Or at least if you're going to lose, at least lose having tried your best, not being like, you know what, I got hit too hard in the nose, I'm gonna walk off the stage. To me, like, there was just something that rubbed me the wrong way about that. I don't really like that. I know a lot of people are like saying like, oh, she's some sort of hero, and they're right trying to venerate her like she's like the second coming of Kyle Rittenhouse or something. But still, I don't know. I don't really like the visual of an Olympian just quitting and giving up because she was like, I got hit too hard in the face. Like I'm not a big fan of that at all. So those are my general thoughts about this whole scenario. I'm not really going to plant my flag down too hard, especially because this is a situation that's got a lot of nuance in it, and it's raising a question that I think a lot of right wingers and left wingers alike have not really been tackling when it comes to men and women's sports, and the people who don't fit into either box, which sport, which bucket they should be placed in when it comes to who they compete against. But anyways, like I said, let me know in the comments below or in the live chat what you guys think of that whole situation, because it's a very interesting question, and I think there are valid answers on both sides as far as like who intersex people and BSD people should be allowed to compete against. But I would like to hear your guys' thoughts, so let me know what you guys think. No, yeah, if you want to, I'm not gonna make you. Let's see here. The Angry Canadian says, "Yo, I said you welcome to China 3." Yes, I did see that. I will save that for a future stream. I have a lot of stories I'm trying to get to. Looking at the clock, I'm not sure if I'll be able to get to all the stories, but I'm going to try my best. So I am just going to try to get through, each individual story. Yeah. So that will unfortunately mean that I won't be reacting to Welcome to China 3 today. I might react to Welcome to China 3 tomorrow, or in one of my more future streams, but my goal right now is just to get through a bunch of show prep that I did for previous streams that I just never had the time to actually do the reactions for. But thanks for sending it in. If you do more YTPs, let me know. But I will say, I think I saw Welcome to China 1 or 2 and I didn't like it. So I'm doubtful that I'll like this one. If you want to do YTPs for like debates and things, I'd probably be more likely to like that. And, I'm not completely closing the door to reacting to your stuff. It's just like, I don't know. YTPs in general, I think, are just like crude, crass, and just pure shock value for the punchlines, which is not funny. It's not funny just to be like, oh wow, pee pee poo poo, like that. That's like 50% of YTP jokes. I don't like that. I think it's dumb and immature, and it's not really funny, especially because like when you get over the shock value, there's no humor left. Right? So I remember when like the Promised Land community found me during COVID, like they literally sent me a bunch of YTPs and I was reacting to like a few of them, and I thought it was funny because of the shock value. But after a while, I'm like, you know what? This is actually just gross. You got people walking around in circles saying pee pee poo poo and just like making people say some nonsensical things, and just because it's weird and unexpected, it's supposed to be funny. Like, nah, fam, that's actually not cool. So I got tired of that real quick. I think you're gonna make me hate YTPs again if I react to too many of your YTPs. But I'm still open. I will react to them in the future at some point. But we do have other stories to get to, and I will be getting to the other stories that I have in my repertoire, such as this one right here. So for those of you who are fans of streamers, or especially got into watching streamers or following streamers during like the whole era of like Fortnite being huge and stuff, you might know who Myth is. But I think we all know that sort of Myth's viewership is kind of like on the downturn. And so you might not have caught this announcement from a stream that Myth did a few weeks ago titled "Today is the final day of my YouTube contract." And he actually says something kind of interesting.
We're going to talk all day today. We're just going to chill. We're going to play some games. We're going to talk. And we're going to kick it back, man. We're going to see what's up. I mean, I think the biggest question, a lot of you guys are saying is, will I go back to Twitch? What will I do? Am I going to take a break? What are we doing? Both you and Lily. Is today's Lily's last day as well?
It would make sense if it was Lily's last day, because there were a bunch of people who got YouTube contracts, so I wouldn't be shocked if it was also Lily's last day.
Were we signed the same month? Stay your last day?
The genius topic of the chat said, "So your YouTube account is getting deleted." That's funny.
Myth moving to Facebook gaming. That's right.
Nah.
That's in 6 months from now. It's been half a decade. Half a decade of what?
I'm a little confused about that as well. Maybe half a decade of
last
streaming.
day was on the 7th. Oh, so she already had her day. Okay.
Juice said can't wait for the kick streams.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, as you guys know, today's the last day of my YouTube contract. I'm sure all you guys are curious on like what's going to be going on next, what we're going to be doing next. And to put it simply, kind of want to hold off on saying anything. But here's the only certainty that I think I'll be able to give you guys is that I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be going on a little break after today.
Now, this has actually been borne out because if you go to his YouTube channel and you go to live, he hasn't streamed in 3 weeks. Now, you know, he's got videos coming up, but undoubtedly these are clips from the live streams. I actually have a similar model where it's like, I don't necessarily have rigid schedules for when I stream and when I don't, but I do regularly upload because there are tons of clips that one can make from all of my YouTube live streams. So it's not unusual that he's still uploading videos even though he's on a hiatus from streaming.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I think I want to spend some time, celebrate the 2 years that I've had on YouTube, be able to kind of step away,
Popping bottles, let's go.
take a breather, and just think. There'll be more explanation on a further day, but trying to pick the right words here. I just think it's a good time for a little vacation. That's all. Right? And with that vacation,
Going
I
on
want to be able
vacation, I
to
feel
sit
you.
down and spend some time thinking about the next moves, thinking about where we're going to be, thinking about what we're going to do. And I think that'll be the right way to do it, man. So, yeah, man, it's just crazy. It's crazy that it's been 2 years. It's crazy that it's been 2 years already, man. It's actually insane. It's actually insane. It's insane. It really is. It's ridiculous. But yeah, man. Can you schedule a fake stream for tomorrow? I just want to pop off the 2-year noti in the chat.
That was cool. That was a cool chat.
Yeah. Whatever happens, I'll always be here to support. Thank you, Tunnel. Thank you, Shocker. Thank you, Moosh. Appreciate you guys, man. Last midstream forever? No, don't say that. Don't say that. Listen, that's not going to be the case. No. Look. It's definitely not like a retirement thing. This isn't what I like wanted. That's not like the idea behind any of this. Like,
let's go. That's what's up. Because for those of you who don't know, Myth is like on my short list of like favorite streamers. I know that I'm not great at being like super consistent listening to streamers. I mean, part of it is like I'm a big fan of politics, so I listen to a lot of like news channels and stuff, like live audio feeds, sometimes of cable news channels throughout my day, especially with like the political climate and how everything is going on. There's just a lot of breaking news that's been happening over like the past month or so, and so I have not been tapping into the streamers that I usually tune into. But yeah, like Myth, Will Neff, Sandwich, trying to think of some others here. I like Valkyrie as well. I haven't watched much of her content as of late because she streams a lot of Valorant. I don't really like watching Valorant. A little bit of Ludwig. I watch a little bit of Ludwig as well. But yeah, I think those are, I guess maybe they're my 4 horsemen. I don't know. But they're like 4 of my favorite streamers. But Myth is definitely up there. Like his personality is fire. I really like how he interacts with chat, especially having that segment over there in the beginning of the streams. Oh, sorry, I should mention Nade Shot. Nade Shot's one of my favorite streams as well. One of my favorite streamers as well. There's also Lyric. But yeah, like Myth is in that conversation of like favorite YouTubers to watch like streaming live, especially because he often like plays like these random games that I've like never heard of. Like I literally play X Defiant because of Myth, because Myth played the game on stream. I heard like buzz about the game, but it wasn't until I actually saw Myth playing the game, I was like, wow, this game looks great. I would love to play this game. So like Myth is a great content creator. I am missing his streams and I'm going to miss his presence on YouTube. And I'm very glad that he's not going to be leaving forever.
Like the idea of me just kind of like stopping streaming altogether isn't what's like at the top of my head, that I just disappear and then I'm just kind of go do something else for the rest of my life, or just like retire. Brother, I'm 25 years old. How am I going to retire at 25?
That's low-key kind of crazy. Like I'm just 1 year younger than him, which is like boggling my mind that we're so close in age.
Even if I could, what am I going to do with all that time, right? It just, that isn't really like, that isn't the thing that's at like the top of my head in terms of what I'm going to be doing, right? But, you know, with that, we've had a very long career, guys. We've had a very long career so far. And what I will tell you right now is,
bro, if he did like some collab streams during the hiatus, just hanging out with other streamers, that'd be lit. I would love to see, like, I would love to see him just like hanging with Ludwig for like no reason, or just like in one of like Scump's like Call of Duty like squad cast things or whatever that he does, just like hanging there, just like in the background, giving analysis, like stuff like that would be pretty fire.
However we end up
calling into like XQC or something, or like doing like one of those like IRL shopping streams,
doing content moving forward, I want it to feel impactful and meaningful for you guys. I want you guys to leave a stream of mine and like walk away with something, or walk away thinking about something differently, or just creating moments that you guys feel like you're there for, like you're happy to be there in the moment for, you know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of like where I'm at in my mind, because those have always been the greatest moments for streaming for me. Yo, thank you, Naga. Appreciate it, man. Those have always been the greatest moments for streaming for me. When, you know, when we did Coach Myth, when we do like little events, when we do like Rust servers and shit. I love the feeling of like when we end that stream, it's like, damn, you know, that was something that people will remember once they're done watching the stream that day, you know?
And that is cool. Now, Myth has actually said, you know, oh, I want to, you know, pivot and make content kind of like about this. Like, I think he said he wanted to do like, I don't know, like streaming tip videos or something. And he ended up not doing that. But I think that this is like something that he could definitely do. I think he could maybe even take a page out of Ludwig's, playbook, or even actually work with what's it called, like Scuffed or whatever. What's the name of Ludwig's company? Unbranded or something. Yeah, work with Ludwig's company. I forget what it's called. But like that would, something like that would be very cool to see him just like throw his own events, kind of like Ludwig and QD do, kind of like how Mizkif does from time to time. It'd be very fun, especially stuff like in the FPS space. I didn't like 100 Thieves do something where they were doing like this feud, fake feud thing with FaZe Clan, like something like along those lines would be very, very cool to watch if you're talking about like events in the gaming space. Of course, you could also do something else, like some sort of like a esports triathlon, where it's like it's like a tournament where you do like gaming, you do like, I don't know, like swimming or push-ups or racing or something, and then you play like chess, and whoever does the best like all those things ends up, you know, being the victor. So like a, you know, triathlon of that sort, that'd be kind of cool. there are all types of ideas out there of things that Myth could be doing. But for now, it looks like he's not quitting long term. He is just kind of going on a bit of a hiatus, which I think honestly is pretty deserved. The guy has been grinding when it comes to gaming, and when it comes to streaming. Like, I don't know if this dude has like taken a break from streaming ever since he got big on Fortnite. And that was like a long, long time ago. That literally dates back to like the OG Battle Royale days. So it's a long, long time that this guy has been pumping out content. So this guy definitely deserves a break. I just hope that he comes back, because I know that like he's like the last of like these like 3 people. I forget their names because it's been so long since they've been relevant. But I think it was like NRG. Was it NRG? There was like this gaming group of people who they all had a house together, and none of them make content anymore except for Myth. And now Myth is taking a break from streaming. So hopefully he doesn't, fall to the House of Myth or the House of NRG curse or whatever. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen. But we'll see. We'll see. Wishing him the best, and hoping that we'll be able to watch his streams in the coming, hopefully within weeks, if not months. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we covered that, talked about that. Oh boy. We've also got the story of hold on, let me see if there's an actual like mainstream media article about this. Let's see here. Let me check this here. Okay. Looks like we've got this article here. This actually comes from Forbes. Yeah, this bit of streamer news actually comes from Forbes. And no, this is not related to Mr. Beast. This is related to Sketch. It says here, Sketch OnlyFans leak explained. Twitch streamer confirms he created adult content during dark time. And so I kind of want to go through sort of like these highlights before I actually react to his VOD here. It says here, Sketch, a Texas-based Twitch streamer with more than 1 million followers, whose real name is Kylie Cox, responded to a leaked edgy content originally posted to OF that appeared to be him, which he confirmed to be real and were from 2 years ago. Oh, I didn't know it was that recent. In a live stream Monday, the YouTube account Pocketbook posted screenshots from Cox's account in a 17-minute video titled The Real Sketch, The Untold Story of Jamie Marr, in which the YouTuber discussed Cox's past as a gay content creator. In the video, Pocketbook said he felt comfortable sharing the information because being LGBTQ plus is not a career ender, which is funny considering how many people were mad about the news and in Sketch being exposed. Mr. Cox told his followers Monday he was living under the threat of that coming out for 2 years, stating he was going through a dark time facing addiction issues while creating those videos. And leaning into his remarks, let's actually watch the whole thing instead of just reading Forbes' footnotes.
70,000? God damn, where were y'all before? Fuck!
Yeah, tons of people were tuning in. Tons of people were tuning into this because they knew that he would be talking about this controversy.
Elephant in the room, I got a haircut.
Yeah. That's the big drama, the big news. You got a new haircut.
Wasn't planning on doing this today, but I guess so. Okay, I'll start from the top. Look at this, open and honest. That was me. That was me. It's okay though. I will tell you what. Okay.
I'm curious. Is he neurodivergent? I don't know. I'm getting some neurodivergent vibes from him. I'm not gonna spread any false rumors, but
2 years ago, I did some stuff. I'm sorry if you've seen some of the stuff. You know, I'm a changed person.
That's good to know.
This is going worse than I thought it was.
I'm wondering here if he's just trying to keep his composure because this is a very sensitive thing that he never ever wanted to talk about publicly.
So 2 years ago, I did not have sexual relations with that man. I'm just kidding. I did. Possibly. Catch out of the bag.
That's so funny.
It's okay. What else do I have to say? I don't know.
Also on the whole, hold on, let me see here. On the whole neurodivergent thing, I actually did just find this. He said it's a character. Sorry for misunderstanding, brother. It's because you're a good brother. I'm just riffing and usually a little baked. I've only been streaming for 6 months. I have no clue what to do or what's going on. This actually was posted to Reddit 5 months ago, so very clearly the whole streaming thing and the OF thing were from very different eras for him, right? This is like in a 1 hour ago post. He was saying that he's just started streaming 6 months ago, so different eras for this man, right? The streaming and the OF thing. So it's not like he was doing it like on the side or something like that.
Thank you to all my people that have been sticking up for me. I understand if you're bad.
Interesting. I'm a little bit surprised that he's saying that because, like, I feel like, if you decide to make that type of content, like that doesn't affect me. Like you're just some dude like at the other end of the stream, just some famous guy. People just do whatever because they can. It's America. It's the freedoms that we have here. So I'm not gonna. I don't know what there is to be mad about. Like, you did this sinful thing. Like I don't even know. I before all this stuff came out, I didn't even know if Sketch professed faith in Jesus Christ. So I can even like hit him from that angle.
Shit hit the fan. I don't go on Twitter. I deleted. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't delete Twitter. I have been cautiously avoiding it. It's like fucking landmines everywhere I go. Okay, I was dealing with some addiction problems. A couple of them. But no excuse there. I guess. Just trying to give you some background here.
Nice. It's good that he's not also being like, oh yeah, it was just the addictions that caused all of my behavioral problems. Yeah. Like Gavi did that with his latest album, Atmosphere, and I was sort of disgusted. I was like, bruh, you did some dirty deeds as a Christian, and you're over here in your album being like, it was all just due to like some addictions. You don't know the whole story. I'm actually not the bad guy here, and I'm praying to God, so we're Gucci. Like, that's not the attitude that Sketch is having here.
What else was I gonna say? Yeah, that was me. I fucked up. I won't do it again. I'm just kidding. Well, I am dead serious about not doing it again. That was a dark time. Rough time. 89,000? Who the fuck am I, Jinxie? Hey, love my brother Jinxie. Not like that, though. Just my brother. I don't know. Stay off Twitter, please. Shout out to you. Shut up, Steve. I'm owning up to it.
That's good.
I don't know how long these videos usually are supposed to go, but who knows? Fuck it, I might stream for an hour. Sonny, turn on DTS.
I mean, to be fair, if you're just gonna own up to what happened and say like, yeah, that was me. I'm sorry I did it. I was in some dark times. I'm not gonna do stuff like that again. What else is there to say, really?
Or is that a bad idea? Someone text me if that's a bad idea.
It is a bad idea. Don't do it.
But on a real note, I've been living under the threat of that coming out for like 2 years. Started social media, just kind of dicking around. Had that in my past. I'll tell you what, weight lifted off my shoulders. God is good. God is good.
Very cool for him, like in the midst of this massive controversy, to be like pointing to Christ. I think it's really cool because like he has 89,000 people in his live chat at this particular moment. So like y'all know me. I got my thank God shirt on. I got like the cross over there in the background saying Jesus saves. Like you know me. You know how I roll. I'm a believer. So it is really cool for him to like as a Christian to also see him pointing to Christ and be like, yo, you know, God got me through that dark time. I'm still praising him even though I'm having a rough time right now. Always great to see, especially from someone who is clearly not having the easiest time right now. And he basically has the eyes of the whole world watching him. Because yes, he is some streamer, but at the same time, like Forbes wrote a freaking article about this. So, you know, it's not just like he's just some streamer in his room with a bunch of nerds eating Cheetos in their room watching this. He's got more eyes than that on him. It's really cool to see him pointing to God in the midst of all that.
All the time. But weight
tapping into his black side there.
Off my shoulders, to be honest. You have some stuff in the closet, not no pun intended there. But it came out. I mean, I tell you what, I was going and doing all this different stuff. I was going in the back of my mind, holy shit. And guess what? Holy shit was last night. And I have a lot of people to credit for. I'll be honest. Plan A was, and I will say candidly, was to probably probably to call it quits if this ever came out. But some people saved me. Shout out Banks. Shout out my parents. Like,
yeah, it was really cool hearing the story. And I'm not gonna go into all of this because it was super dark. Angry Canadian said, yes, agreed. That was my question. But you know, hearing it's super dark, so I'm not gonna, you know, get into all of it. But sort of like hearing how FaZe Banks and the whole FaZe team kind of helped him through the situation was just like awesome. Especially because FaZe has this image of being extremely toxic and having a lot of people who are just like extremely hateful and yeah, kind of like extreme, kind of like along like the right side that they like hate people who are like LGBT and all that stuff. It's really cool seeing them especially kind of like come in and support Sketch because, you know, Sketch is like is having this very, very rough time, kind of considering some, you know, suboptimal options, I would say. So seeing them like help him kind of like stick around and decide to just like keep on keeping on. Very, very cool. If you got the stomach for it, you know, look up the backstory for how FaZe and the team, you know, found out about what happened, how FaZe Banks reacted, how people reached out to him, because that is a very wholesome and heartwarming story.
Shout out y'all. Like, I fucked up, but I'm changed. Yeah, that's about it though. Like, my original plan was there's two things. One, either be delusional and think it's never gonna come out, or two, what's the plan after? The plan after was not very good. If I was alone and I was at my house, I probably wouldn't be talking to you right now. But the people at FaZe, Banks, especially, and my friends that I've made over the past couple years came and they saved me. I don't know what I was gonna do, but I don't know. Fuck it, we start streaming more often. I probably or quit. I don't know. One of the two. What Kim Kardashian do? One of the two.
What did he say? He say, "What did Kim Kardashian do?"
Bro, what Kim Kardashian do?
Bro, what? This dude is unhinged
one more
and I'm
text
here
about
for
Kim
it.
Kardashian. I swear that doesn't make anything better. I'm just kidding, but I've been referenced to Kim Kardashian more often today than I have in the past 20 years of my life. Pretty cool. Wow. Awesome job. Love y'all. I don't know. I probably should end. That was cool though. Okay. I'll be back streaming. I don't know.
That's cool. So I think that's sort of the end of everything that he's saying here about this. I would guess. I mean, it's 30 seconds. I can let this run. But
be back, just not an immediate, like tomorrow. Probably like the day after or something. Probably gonna hang out. Pretty cool though. I don't know. Hey. I'd rather you know my flaws though, so it makes it easier. I don't want to be the poster boy.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair, because there are too many people running around trying to be role models and stuff, when really they're just like, you know, entertainers. So I do appreciate that as well. Now, unfortunately, there was some backlash to all this coming out, even though he had apologized and said that he changed. But still, some people came out and were saying some pretty hateful things towards him.
Ever since this has happened, streamer Bruce Drop 'em Off has done nothing.
By the way, pretty hateful streamer, and I say this as a right winger. Like, this dude's literally like a racist. Like, bro, this is not a great guy.
Nothing but make fun of Sketch. First, tweeting out these two things, and then a photo mocking Sketch when he left. He was making fun of Sketch on stream after watching his video. I don't want to play the sound because I cringe every time I hear this dude.
Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Bruce dropping off Sketch.
Calling me a deadbeat. Why did I see it? Bro, somebody link the TikTok now. Somebody link the TikTok now, please. Oh, I seen that. Oh, bitch, I know you did. You know what's so crazy, chat? It's been so many niggas coming up to me in real life saying, yo, I seen that sketch shit. Like it was a comedy sketch or something, bro. Like, niggas is dead walking up to me saying, yo, bro, that sketch shit was funny as hell. Bruh, hey, Sketch, you gay as fuck, nigga, and it's global, nigga. Everybody know you take mad dick. It's crazy, bro. I dead would have offed myself on my... Oh. I don't care. You can...
I understand some of the jokes, but like, bro, like, you can't be like, bro, I raised quit. When, like, that's a literal part of the story, bro. You can't just, like, be making fun of that part. Like, that's a little, you know what I mean?
You can say I'm dragging it, put dots. I don't care, bro. Like, I dead don't give a fuck. The fuck, you know that? You're gay, too? When the fuck has that been a thing?
We see the chain bra damn.
Tight shit. I'm just making sure you see it though, twin. Thing about it is though, chat. Why they didn't do this shit for Meat Mill?
Yo. Oh, that's a good point. If you guys don't know, look it up. I'm not doing a whole different video about Meek Mill.
No cap. No bullshit. If it was me in that Wonder Woman suit, chat, getting strokes in my shit, I'm talking about BBC touching my belly button, nigga, piercing my shit.
Bro, I didn't know he was going to go so explicit. I am so sorry for my audience. I apologize.
Would have been getting called all types of maggots and shit. Oh, we knew he was gay. Oh, all that pent up anger. We knew he liked dick. Ooh, you gay. Ooh.
Now, to be fair, and I'm actually gonna play the rest of this here. You know, there were people who saying similar things about like that about Sketch as well.
Influencer, I guess you can call him, Sneeko was not too happy about how people were reacting to the news. First saying this on Twitter. Then
he saying, "Oh yeah, hold on, let me go back to they said." One gay dude gets caught doing OF and every single influencer jumps to tweet their support. You're heroes, so brave. Israel bombs a bunch of children. No one says a word. You're all frauds who want brand deals. First of all, the comparison is kind of stupid. Like this is like is not comparing apples to oranges. This is comparing apples to bricks. Like, like these two like don't really have anything in common. I will say that, you know, of course, being a Christian, I'm not gonna run around praising somebody for like being like, oh, you're gay, that's so awesome, that's so cool. Like, that's, you know, I'm not gonna be disingenuous and kind of like fake that and put on that mask like a lot of other people might. But it's one thing to, you know, like have it be exposed that you're gay, whatever. It's another thing for Sketch to be like, hey, this was part of my past, but I'm like a changed person. To me, like, I do like appreciate the fact that he just like came out with it, said with his chest, yeah, this was me, but I'm changed and it's because of God. Like, that is dope. It's really cool to see someone out in public kind of like, you know, talking about how his life has been transformed. And, you know, Sneeko just stomping all over that, being like, well, I don't care because you did something sinful. Like, bruh, this, but to be fair, and I know Sneeko used to be way better than this. He let that video calling him Kanye go way, get like balloon his head up, and that went to his head. It was crazy. That one video essay destroyed Sneeko's entire career. But, you know, the problem here with Sneeko is that Sneeko himself is grifting. Not necessarily wanting brand deals, but he's been cozying up to like the Islamic side of you know, Rumble and YouTube and Kick and all of that. Like, he's been collabing with like a bunch of Islamic people. I think he claims that he is Islamic now. I don't know how well he actually practices that, but he's sort of like hanging out and making friends with the extreme parts of the you know, the Islamic content creation community. And I was really curious because like I was seeing a bunch of tweets or like Zeets or whatever all over X where they were talking down about Sketch and making fun of him. And I was like, how does this happen? And then I saw that Sneeko was involved. And I was like, well, there it is. There it is. This is what happens when you spend too much time with these extreme Muslims and, you know, someone is LGBT and all of a sudden it's time for the hate brigade. It's time to hate on the person versus Christians. Like I know Ruslan of Bless God Studios was out there also similarly praising Sketch for, you know, turning his life around, for, you know, walking with Christ and all that good stuff. The reaction of Muslims versus the rest of the world, even Christians, was very, very different. I think it definitely says something about Islam.
Then he went on stream and said that Sketch is not at all the most genuine guy you guys think he is, and that he lied to his fans. I personally think...
I don't know. I do hate it when, like, there's drama about a content creator for doing one thing, and then people try to make drama about, like, make the drama be about, like, the content instead. Like, the whole Mr. Beast thing with the whole Chris Tyson thing, which I may talk about at some point. I don't know if I will because it's a very dark subject, but it's like, Chris Tyson being outed for being a creep to some degree and Mr. Beast being outed for knowing about it, is very different than, you know, him being outed for Mr. Beast being outed for, you know, scamming his fans or whatever. Two very different things. I don't know why people try to conflate dramas like that, but it is something that some people do. I'm not shocked by that. But anyways, going back to the rest of Bruce Dropomoff's response here.
I'm not watching him no more. I knew he was gay. Ooh, you P. Diddy ass nigga. Ooh, B. Diddy. Oh, but since it's Sketch though, we love you. You're a legend. Oh my God. All that little gay ass LA shit these niggas be doing. You're a legend. Oh my, bitch, Bruce Jenner was the first trans nigga. You talking about Sketch a legend. Oh, you're a legend. Oh my God. Sketch, yes. You came out the closet. Yes. Yes, let me fuck that fat white ass. Like everybody that fuck with that nigga literally wants to fuck him, bro. I know y'all niggas. I see through that shit. I see through that little shit. Look at me, y'all had Meat Mill fighting for his life and he barely took any dick, gang.
So, I mean, it sounds more like actually he's pointing out hypocrisy in reactions, not necessarily making fun of Sketch. I mean, he does make fun of Sketch a little bit here, which is not like the greatest, especially with the timing, but like, I do understand where he's coming from, where he's like, it's kind of weird that you guys are accepting Sketch when you wouldn't accept other people who did something similar. It's a little odd, you know, which is fair. But Sketch is also wildly popular among people who are younger than me, so it wouldn't shock me that a bunch of like terminally online people would rush to defend him just because they're fans of him. Like that wouldn't shock me at all.
But a nigga that actually take dick, I make a couple jokes. Y'all over here sending me death threats. I had to go buy 13 new guns. The fuck wrong with y'all? I dare one of you gay motherfuckers to come to my doorstep. I'm not gonna say I'm gunning y'all down, but goddamn, y'all niggas was sending me emails. Niggas was sending me gay porn. Niggas was harassing me with the gay shit, twin. And I'm like, whoa.
I will say also, it probably doesn't help that, you know, he's, as I would assume, to be in the black community. There's a lot of hatred for LGBT people in the black community as well, which is probably a conversation for a whole nother day. So, you know, that might be why Bruce got hit with all these like death threats and stuff over, I guess, mere allegations. So like maybe that's why he's salty. Maybe that's why he's salty.
Whoa, bitch. I ain't asked for all this. Bruh, Stretch, get your niggas, gang. I'm not, bruh. Whoa. Hey, fucking yo. I'm talking about niggas is sending me sketch porn to my John Gutterham email. Bitch, how did you find my John Gutterham email? What the fuck? Bro, I'm so over this shit. I'm so over this internet shit. Because how the fuck I'm getting hated on for sketch taking dick? Like I'm the one who gave it to him. I'm so fucking done. I just fucking can't. But I can't do shit. Every time I do something, I do the goddamn niggas say I'm corny.
Okay, I gotta admit, maybe that content creator, like Streamers Reloaded or whatever, or Reloaded or whatever, that maybe that person found a clip from like a different segment of the stream, but like this is actually kind of funny. Not gonna lie. And I will say, like, I did used to watch a little bit of Bruce drop him off, and that's because he is funny. He is funny, but there are a lot of people who are funny who don't really hold the best views. And on top of that, they also like are publicly, promoting their nasty views. So Bruce dropping off as one of those people. That's why I stopped watching them.
Nigga, what? What the fuck? Bro, watch out, bro. Y'all niggas gonna have to start shooting my one, because I'm getting buffed now for a reason. Y'all niggas gonna have to start fighting me. I don't care. I don't.
I will also say that Bruce dropping off has been known to lie about stuff, so it's probably it's possible that like he hasn't actually gotten these death threats. His email actually hasn't been leaked. It's possible, but yeah, I mean, people in the comments, they actually agree. Yeah, it's like, not gonna lie, they didn't do that for Meek Mill. Treat black people differently when they're gay. Yeah, I mean that's how the black community rolls. The black community rolls, and again, that's a conversation for another day. But I think just to wrap everything up, like it's sort of unfortunate how Sneeko cozying up to like the sort of like far right, extreme Islamic side of the internet has like accidentally gotten Sketch all this hate. You don't have Sketch getting the hate from that corner of the internet, which to be fair is definitely not the majority, but you don't have Sketch getting hate from that corner of the internet without Sneeko being part of the streamer space and cozying up with those same extremists. Right? So yes, I am going to blame Sneeko for the hate on Sketch. Because I think that's warranted. Because all the people who were saying that, from what I can tell, they were all following Sneeko. They were all Sneeko stans. But at the end of the day, this drama is all blown over. This is just something that I've wanted to talk about for a while, and they hadn't had the chance to get the stream out. But it's very cool to see Christians accepting him. I'm a Christian. I don't know enough about him to say that I accept him, but at the very least, I think it's very dope that he has changed his ways, and I do appreciate him being upfront about that, and also giving credit to God for changing his life. So, anyways, that's all I got on that story. If you guys got thoughts about that, leave them in the comments below. Yeah, we've got so many more stories to cover, and not enough time. Sadly, very, very unfortunate. But yeah, still got a handful of stuff. The other stories that I have to talk about are a little bit more political. So I'm looking forward to reacting to those, because you guys know how much of a political wonk I am. But yes, I will be in the future trying to do longer streams. Right now, I'm just focusing on trying to stream more often. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, thanks y'all for tuning in. I do appreciate the one person who tuned into the stream. I know I had a few more people than that, but one person tuned into the stream. They left messages in the comment section. That is the Angry Canadian. Mike, I see you. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. I don't know what that was about, but I appreciate you. Sending in messages, sending in your thoughts, sending in your questions. Even though I was trying to rush through these subjects, so I couldn't give you the attention that I wanted to. I will react to your Welcome to China to 3 thing once I've got through all of the show prep. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Join the Discord if you want to send me things that you think I should react to, stories that I should be on top of and talking about and covering. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Peace out, y'all.